The first thing we want to do is to create a composition. You would say a composition is a container in which you will put all your layers, your text animations for the layers, your pictures, everything goes inside a composition. You could have many compositions in one project. So we have an overall project that will contain several compositions, and each composition will contain several layers and maybe other compositions. Let's create our first composition. There are two ways to do it. There is the simple way of coming to the menu, composition, and clicking on new composition. Another way is to come direct to this button and say click a new composition. I will click on this one. I'm presented with another window. It asks me for the composition name. Always give it a name. I would say my first. It is set to Udemy because I do some courses on Udemy, as you know. You can choose anything. You can choose anything depending on the outcome project that you want. I will go for HDTV 1080-29. There is nothing special here except the size is 1920, the height is 1080, and the frame rate is 29.9. And what do we have else? The resolution, of course, it's full. I'm not going to make a composition that is bigger than the resolution or smaller. The start time code, meaning when my composition will start, it's very good to put it at 0, and later on you can move it and put it anywhere you want. Now that's an important factor here. The duration of the composition. How long is the composition? If I put it at 5 seconds, for example, it will give me a 5 second composition. We are putting 5 seconds and we have 30 frames per second. Please remember that. Drop frame, we keep it on drop frame. If we come to advanced, there is nothing special here. Just please use classic 3D. Ray Trace CD, it's for 3D animations and it requires a special NVIDIA card. So we keep it on classic 3D. The shutter angle and so on, don't change anything here for now, but later in the course, I will explain to you about the angles and so on. This is for the motion blur. Okay, let's go back to basic. That's what I want, HDTV. So let's keep it to square pixels and we're done. The background color here, I always use black because I will put a solid layer to change the color of the background if I want. Fine, I click OK and I have my first composition. You have created your first composition. What will happen exactly if I want to create another composition? I will click here and it will give me exactly the same parameters and the same settings. And I just have to be careful about the time. And I have another composition now. It's called comp1. I didn't put the name. I can take one composition and put it in another. Though this one is blank, just to give you how it works. And inside the composition, I will put the other layers, which is for the next lecture. Thank you very much for being with me. Please understand the composition and set it always to the parameters that we have discussed in this lesson. Thank you.